Well, here we are. How you doing, Sades? Doing good today? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't expecting this today, but here we are. Whoever expects it? Let's be honest. In Missouri, Big Red, that's where we are. Still waiting for my Starlink to boot up and give me some info on this stuff we got happening. All right, there it is. Lizard. Hi, Julie. Okay, so my location thing's not working here for some reason right now, but we're right about here. This storm's severe warned. We're going to kind of be following this route into right through some of these storms. So I figure, might as well, and honestly, the fact of the matter is we might be following these all the way down to northern Arkansas. So that's where we're heading. But we are right about here along the highway. Again, I won't be chasing up in Michigan anytime this week. I'm sort of just taking a trip out west. So, but I figure since we're driving into some storms today, why not check them out? So that's what we're doing. I'm joined today by Miss Sadie. Hello, Miss Doggo. Yeah, so Starlink runs about $50 a month. You have a data limit then, but hi, Bill. Hello to all. I'm kind of just chilling here for a second because I kind of just want to, I've been in a car all day. So, but you can see the cumulonimbus clouds up there. We just got through St. Louis. So we're heading southwest right now. You can see some gray clouds above me. There's a chance for some thunderstorms across northern Arkansas the next few days too. So this may not be the only day that we chase. And technically we're not really chasing, but there's a lot of lightning on these storms. I'm kind of anticipating some good lightning shots. So without further ado, we're in the road. You ready, Sades? All right, here we go. We're heading back on 44. We've got like 70 miles on this road, so I'm not really concerned about losing track of where I am. My car loves me today. My right tire is not pumping up entirely. Speaking of which, I need to check my left tire. You're fine. Stay here. Stay there, pups. We're not getting out here. You've already gone potty. Stay. Stay, Miss Doggo. I know you're anxious. You've been in. We've gotten out multiple times. So don't worry about it. I think we might be okay. Stay there, Sadie. It's a hot 88 degrees here, even with the sun not out. It's hot, humid. Yeah, guys, my right tire's slowly losing air. Alright guys, we're about to drive in this thing. I just need to make sure my tire isn't losing too much air, and it's not, so we're fine. Which is another reason why I can't really divert off course. My tire's not. I wonder if there's a discount tire around. I'm kind of thinking that might be the way to go. Let me check the maps. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully there's not an accident. Alright. All discount tire shops. Oh no. I think there's an accident somewhere. Not good. Oh, not good at all. It's heading on the eastbound route. All right, we're gonna hit the road. We're gonna head west. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get it fixed. But I'm gonna get it fixed probably in a little bit. Oh. All right, guys, we're heading west. Oh, yep. See that smoke that just billowed out? It's right there. Whatever's happening is right there, because that was not there when I was coming through. Something happened or there's a building fire or something. Something went wrong. Yeah, maybe I'll find an auto place on my way through if I can find one. Kind of stinks that, it happened on my road trip. All right, we're gonna drive into these cells first. Oh, yep, it happened right here. See the smoke? It happened somewhere back there. There's a fire. Ooh, and it does not smell good. Michigan, meanwhile, I don't think Michigan's going to see anything severe today. You do have some storms coming over the lake and some pop-up pulse cells in western Michigan. I'm gonna have to put it here for a second. This is the one thing that's difficult, is that this thing overheats pretty bad. So bear with me. There. Let's turn up the AC while I fix this. Yeah, my car's flying pretty stable right now. Okay, you guys saw the cat? I do have my Starlink running right now, because I know in the hills you can get some rugged terrain and not really the best signal. I'm just kind of testing out some new gear. My new iPad is one thing I'm looking at today. Oh, there's your cell. Guys, once my phone cools off, I gotta show you this. That's a pretty nice, that's pretty looking. I'm guessing I'll see some lightning. Watching from St. Louis. I mean, some of you might have seen the video where we were in St. Louis cleaning up tornado damage. That was 2 months ago. Definitely a lot of people needed help there. Again, you guys get involved in those kinds of things too. Samaritan's Purse does a lot of different ones. Just go to their website and you can get hooked up. Alright, my phone is cooling off. I've got an AC unit going right on it, so. Yeah, these storms look to be producing a little bit of heavy rain and some decent lightning, so. Yeah, it's 88 degrees and the sun's not even out. That's pretty hot. That's all I can say. It's hard to tell. I mean, hurricane season, I don't know. If we're still in El Nino pattern, that typically favors a less active season. However, I have noticed that one system that's starting to develop out over the Atlantic. We'll see if that does anything. All right, I think my phone's cool enough. We're kind of following this line of storms the whole way there, the whole way down this highway, so. There it is. There's your storm. Currently, no severe warnings in effect now. There was one severe warning earlier out west, but it's got a base in there. I can see a base. You can see the base right there. I would get off and chase it, but I'm kind of on a time crunch. However, we're going to drive into these cells either way, so. Driving some heavy rain. My car is a 2014 Subaru Forester. All-wheel drive, great handling. It's been a great chase vehicle so far, and a great all-around vehicle, honestly. I don't think you can really go wrong with the Subaru. We can, but if it's 2013 or before, yes, you can. But man, driving down Illinois highways, you get a nice display of God's creation. I mean, in the sky for sure, because I mean, it's flat. Illinois is flat, but it's still great because it's flat. I like flat places. Hills are good too, but flat is where it's at. Yeah, we've got a nice shelf forming here on the right. Might drive to the bottom half of this cell. It's going to overtake us. And then once we cut south, we're going to be driving through more storms. We're going to be kind of driving through them a good ways now. I'm going to turn on my sound effects so I can hear my GPS. So you might get a loud, in 4 miles, turn left. But not for at least for the next 60 miles, so you're good. A Prius. Yep, it's shelving. The last time I was in St. Louis, there was a tornado warning. And I wasn't even chasing. It just happened, you know? That's, yeah, look at that. This is pretty neat to watch from here. Yep, on the right side at the shelf. Looking at some rising scud motion along that shelf there. I wonder if it's rotating. I'm gonna look at the radar image. No, but we do have some gusty winds on it, that's for sure. It was severe warned recently. We're driving into some additional storms to the southwest, so we're gonna be driving through these for a while. My guess. How you doing back there, Sadie? Good girl. Cave, 12 miles. All right, so there is embedded lightning. The lightning rate is increasing on some of these cells. There's not really any decent shear today. These are really just pulse storms, so they could do some downburst, have some downbursts associated with them, but I think that's really the extent of the threat for severe weather here today. Firestorms, Missouri. That shelf looks pretty awesome right there. Check it out, dude. I'm a structure chaser. Even on days where there's not really any severe going on, I always still love to see the structure. I mean, it's just pretty cool how fluid everything is. I almost got hurt during a storm. Now, my first ever major tornado chase, I made a pretty critical mistake, and I got a little lesson from an F3 tornado. I got away from it, but again, I learned to be a little bit more cautious that day when it came to tornadoes. I come to observe them. I'm not one of those people to drive into them. Observe them and report them. That's what I'd rather be a part of. In Missouri, where am I? I'm in St. Clair. That is southwest of St. Louis. Check out the rising motion into this updraft right here. You got a base right here of your mezzo. Look at that thing. Get some lightning forming on this maybe in a minute. I'm driving at a kind of a slower rate because I'm kind of just enjoying these right now. You just gotta enjoy them. Whee! Risk in Parkville, Missouri. Truthfully, for anywhere in Missouri, the risk is really low. It's a low-end day today. Maybe some damaging winds, but that's about it, I'd say. All right, we're about to hit some rain here. See the mesoforming right here? This is wild. Got a low base forming on this. What the heck? That's actually kind of crazy. Huh. Again, you don't really have a tornado threat today with these storms. Or if you do, it's very, very low. Alright, we're starting to feel the rain. I need to get new wipers so bad. So maybe when I get fix my tire, I'll get some wipers too. I would say there's hardly a risk. There's really not enough shear to drive a tornado threat today in Missouri. These storms are just pulse storms. Again, lightning, heavy rain, maybe a few instances of damaging winds. Okay, here comes our rain. I've been chasing for about 3.5 years. Coming across CG to the right. And then it just stops, just like that. That might be. Yeah. Got some gusty winds there, so in that direction. So good to keep in mind if you make a commute up there. This little cell here is trying to organize, but I don't think it's going to be able to do it with the lack of shear. But I just don't know. Really, the threat here for hail. Yeah, when you drive into these cells, your Starlink hookup doesn't work too good. That is cell. Oh, another lightning bolt right there. These things are producing cloud-to-ground lightning. The outflow, the St. Clair cell is still attached to the outflow boundary a little bit, but my guess is these storms will probably be overwhelmed. Or at least they'll probably start to weaken soon. If they get detached from that outflow boundary, it's not really going to work out too well for them. Again, these storms are likely not going to be severe today. I'm just going live because I'm near them. So why not? Why not? The outflow boundary to your left there, you can see it kind of. Here comes the rain again. Let's see some good lightning. Yeah, that cat tries to keep people company while the stream goes down. We like to keep people company. Hey! Check out that inflow on that. That's pretty cool. He's got a little inflow tail, looks like. Have I heard of a derecho? Yes, I have heard derecho. I believe South Dakota got one a couple weeks ago. 100 mile per hour winds at one point. Oh, do you see that one? Yeah, I know. It's just fun to watch the lightning come on these things too. Pretty sweet. Sorry, folks. Had to make sure my thing was running. Ontario got a derecho, eh? Yeah, there's something on this one we're driving into right now. We're kind of in the zone where the lightning is happening, so we'll see some good bolts, hopefully. So long as... Maybe let's keep my wipers running. The biggest classic tornado I've been near, not in. I don't go into tornadoes. I'm not that kind of chaser. But I've been near an F3. F3 that happened in Lakeview, Ohio. Sort of my first connection with Samaritan's Purse, too. But yeah, F3, and then very close to home in southwest Michigan, the Sherwood EF2. That was a bad day. At least for Michigan. You don't get those days. Bold action. Oh, here comes the rain. Oh, right to my right. Big CG. Let's see if we get some bolts. There's the thunder. Did you hear it? I'm not sure for sure. I do know, yeah, Tim Samaras was a great chaser, and yeah, his family to chase with him. It's kind of a bummer, all the stuff that happened. It's really sad what happened with him. I still want to read his book about his life. All the semis are slowing down. Again, wise wisdom when you're in heavy rain like this on a major highway. Take it slow. Don't go the speed limit. Be wise to slow down just a little bit. Oh, that's crazy. Well, I was gonna get my car washed. I don't think I'll do anymore. I'm going 50 right now. None of these storms are severe at the moment, but there is hydroplaning. I just was hydroplaning. I gotta take it easy. Well, the weather's looking okay. I mean, there's a marginal risk of severe weather across all of Missouri today. So the potential for damaging winds and hail is present. There was a severe warning cell about 20 minutes ago, which is why I went live. But at this current moment, no statements, no... Oh, there was a bolt just in front of us. Yeah, none of these storms are severe right now. But they are lightning producers. Hey, Justin's in the chat. We're in the Ozarks now. The Ozark Mountains. Symmetrical all-wheel drive is a nice thing. That's all I'm saying. It handles well in this kind of weather. I got a nice little puddle I can see on this road here. That's why I'm driving a little bit to the left of the road here. Alright, we're gonna make a lane change carefully. I never met Team TwistX because I was never chasing by the time, during their time. I've only been chasing 3.5 years. My biggest chase was the one in Chicago last year. 48 tornadoes. Saw 3 of them late at night. That was a crazy day. This semi's cooking. He says, a little rain never bothered nobody. Yeah, for some reason, my dot's not working. I don't think. Oh wait, let me see. I can turn it on. Wait, I can turn it on. There. My dot should be on now. Yep. That's a general area. I'm not exactly where it's marked, but you can kind of see it. Again, my location on my iPad doesn't really update too frequently. Good thunder. Okay, we got water on this road. Lots of it. Yep, we got water on this road. I'm turning on my hazards. There was good ponding of water on that part of the highway there. Guys, there's a motorcycle driving out here. What a trooper. Ha. Yeah, none of these storms are severe, looks like. I would not be surprised, though, if the storm near St. Louis... Let me check the velocity on that again. Yeah, I might still have some gusty winds on it. Except my radar isn't really updating on my iPad right now because of the rain. I used to watch Team Twist X on that TV series. Storm Chasers. I mean, from what I saw, I had a lot of respect for how Tim chased. Yeah, there's a ton of light. I'm actually not exactly at that location, Julie. I am a little bit to the I'm a little bit to the south, so I'm actually in the lightning cell to the south. That dot is incorrect. So it is now 7 degrees. Everything's fine here in Sullivan, so yeah. My car is getting a nice cleaning now. We'll take it. There's going to be additional development too, it looks like. No, I don't. Yeah, if you're checking my spotter dot, take that and go 10 miles southwest. Bourbon. So we're on the back side of this storm here, and we're just about coming out of it. We have an additional cell we'll probably be driving into in just a little bit. So we'll probably stay live. Whoa. Sweet lightning, dude. It's a gully washer. I like that name. Gully washer. Ooh. All right, we're coming on the back side of these storms here. There's water. Look at that, it's ended. Got dark clouds to the south here. This is kind of a little break. It's a brief break in the rainfall here. Let's see if my radar will update now. Looks like it did. Yep. They're expected to. These storms begin soon. We've got an environment of 3,000 joules of CAPE, major capping inversion behind these cells, so likelihood of them It's pretty dark here, I gotta say. Still got some lightning embedded. I think Sadie is thoroughly enjoying this experience. Lightning back here. There's some places in Michigan that could really use this rain. I do know that. Here's a cell to our left here. Water doesn't really help, does it?
Why is there so much water?
$20, thank you so much. Maybe you'll pay my tire patch. Thank you. There we go. We're good. All right. Leesburg. That's where we are now. Coming out of this band of rain, there's another cell further west that we'll probably get into. All right, the rain's really letting up. We're gonna speed up. Traffic jam. There's a car pulled over in the median that's sort of throwing people off. It's so simple. Yeah, we just got back hooked into Starlink. We got out of the storm. There's another cell back here that we'll drive into before we shut down the stream because we got another cell popping up. I would chase these a little more, but time and doesn't permit. Plus, my tire has a slow leak, so I got to get that taken care of before I do any chasing. I'm just trying to get to my destination first. Just 100 of you tuning in. Good to see you all. We are in southeast Missouri, checking for lightning, which I just saw another CG to my left. I think we've caught a few bolts on stream today. Thank you guys for subscribing, those of you that are. But we are in the Great Lakes region. That includes Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Wisconsin. Not as common in Wisconsin, but Illinois, the Upper Peninsula, basically the general area. You can subscribe to the channel. We'll do chasing when it happens up there. Not too many chasers up in the Great Lakes region, so we're one of them. And we don't really, often we don't chase anywhere else, unless it's a really big day. which there's not really any big days in line coming up soon. So maybe later in August we might see some more activity. There's always usually that big storm in August. Like in 2023, we had that big that tornado and those pretty massive storms. All right, I'm gonna show this side because there's a lot of lightning going off right here. We got a lot of lightning happening right over here. Let's see what we can see. Oh, we got a cell starting to show up. But that other cell starting to show up in front of us. Oh, big CG. Oh, yeah, let's go. Good lightning happening. You get it out here. You get good lightning out here. Worth it. Whoa! Good stuff, you guys. Rolia's in 21 miles, and that's where our next cell is. So I don't think we're getting off before then. So give me some more. Come on. Yeah, there's. Oh yeah, let's go. I've seen $3 generals, I think. I haven't seen really too many. I've been on the highway most of the time, so I have been checking out some of the rural destinations, though. Good places to look around. Oh no, the trees are in the way now. Too many trees. I want some more lightning. All right, our next cell is up ahead. If these woods clear out, we'll look at the lightning again. But right now, the forest is kind of keeping us from seeing anything interesting. The forest. I was down, but now I'm. Ah. Well. I always hear it's like whenever you see a bolt hit the ground, it's God bowling, and he hit a strike, and then the thunder is the pins. Big bolt to my left. Oop, we got a field. Opportunity. It's opening up. Come on, give me another one. Come on. Let's see it, y'all. Oh! That one was actually over there. But I think it jumped over here, too. It jumped between storms. That was kind of cool. Yep, that bolt was right over there. Got some new lightning forming up ahead. Oh my goodness, yep, we got some new lightning being produced. What's going on? Guys, we just get new open doors to see it. Let's do this again. We're probably going to drive into a heavy pocket of rain in just a minute or two. We're getting closer to this next set of cells that's popping up along the line. And then when we cut south, we might even be driving into more. Goodness gracious. It's perfect. It's literally perfect. I haven't even eaten lunch yet. It's 2:15 Central Time here. So yeah, the clock on my stream might be off if you live in St. Louis. I should probably label it as Eastern Standard Time because, yeah, right now it probably doesn't make sense. St. Peters, Missouri. It's a nice cell moving into St. Louis right now. Let's take a look at velocity on that. That's a gorgeous view. Severe thunderstorm warning. Northwest of St. Louis, that cell I was talking about just a minute ago. O'Fallon. Check out this cell right here. This is a pretty one. Woo. This is a pretty cell right here. Yep, you can see the whole cloud. Kind of. Then the upper levels, the clouds moving to the northwest. Still getting some lightning on this. That is beautiful. Oh, do you see that one? Big lightning happening here. Ah! You don't want to see that. All right, we got some lightning forming on this cell right in front of us. Oops. I'm not sure when we're getting off. But, you know what? We'll figure it out later. I want to chase a storm. Capture some good lightning. Alright, we're turning into it. Give me another bolt right over there. Look at this thing, you guys. This is awesome. That was lightning right above me. If that tower were to get struck right now, that would be freaky. Electrifying. All right, we are in St. James. That's where this cell is, based on radar. Yeah, it's not a very concentrated inflow tail if there is one. This storm is, again, like all these storms, are just pulse. Not really any good shear to support them today. But man, love looking at the structure. Like the lightning count on these are starting to wear. I mean, the storms ahead of them are taking out all the instability, so it does make sense. These storms formed early. HRRR didn't put them out forming until 5 o'clock, and it's 2. And these storms it's a full band going across eastern Missouri right now. Alright, we're going to get a little bit of rain here. Looks like. Probably lose Starlink connection once that happens, so. Alright, here we go. Visibility's rough here. Wow. We are on the back side of this pocket, so. Yep, this is a little pulse storm. Yeah, the storm near O'Fallon. Let me get a quick update on that. Yep, gusty winds. Might even have a little bit of embedded rotation west of Harvester. Don't think that's going to be the type. However, gusty winds are indeed a possibility with that storm up there. It's weird how they always seem to take off in the west of St. Louis area. We're coming to the back side of all this now. Alright, you guys, my exit's in 6.4 miles. Yep, I think they're probably going to let that severe warning in the O'Fallon area expire. I think, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see that expire soon. Though that cell still has a little bit of a punch to it. Mezzo just updated. Those storms have about 2,500 joules of cape to work with right now. Yeah, honestly though, I feel that, Julie. The sound of a highway puts me to sleep. So I get that. Yep, I'm gonna get my tire fixed pretty quick. You can see it clears out pretty quick behind these storms. These are just little pulse ones, but they have a lot of instability to work with, which is why a couple of them can go severe every once in a while. Again, you can see there's about 150 of you in here right now. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm not usually a chaser here. I chase in the Great Lakes region, especially Michigan. Go live to show people what's happening here in the state. I'm pretty sure it is. If he directs me, then I know what I did. Ooh, there's some lightning. Flash. Just a flash. I don't know. This is my exit. I think I need to get some food. I'm hungry. That's what the pastor I was listening to preached on today. Food. Do you really need the food, or do you need the bread of life? Is not life more than food? Is not life more than storm chasing? Oh, this is kind of a sharp exit. Done. Check out that bridge. That's pretty. That's pretty neat. All right, which exit on the roundabout do I take? Probably the one that goes south, I assume. Oh, I don't want to go back on the east route. I'm just going in circles, you guys. Route E is my route. Hello. We're probably going to shut down the stream here. We're on the back side of these storms now, and I want to make sure I know where I'm going. We're going to park in the Church of Christ. Attend their service. Not really, but... Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Until next time, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. I chase in the Great Lakes region.